Hey guys, how you doing? Well, school's back in here in the UK. Yes, half term is over, so we can go back to the school run diaries. And today, while I'm sat here waiting for my daughter to come out of school, I just wanted to talk to you about fear. Yes, it's that horrible word. We all do anything we can to avoid anything that has anything to do with fear, don't we? Let's be honest, out there, who out there has ever felt fear? Yep, me, absolutely. Who thinks that you can get rid of fear? Well, the truth is you can't. You may be able to lessen fear, you may be able to remove fears of certain things, but at some point in your life, fear is going to show up. Now, that's sometimes a hard message for people to hear. It was a hard message for me to hear a few years ago, many years ago actually, that fear shows up. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are, unless you're one of the lucky about 3% who have, there's a brain condition that means you feel no fear whatsoever. That would be an interesting concept, certainly. But unless you're one of those 3% of people in the entire world, you're going to feel fear. So what can you do about it? Well, the best thing to do with fear is to use it to your advantage, not allow it to use you. Consider something you're fearful about, and consider using fear the other way around. Let me give you an example. Imagine you want to start a business. You're really excited about it, but for years you've put it off because of fear. It might be a fear of failure, a fear of not being good enough, a fear of not being worthy of success, or even a fear of succeeding. Yes, there is a fear of success as well. But no matter what you do, you can't get past those fears. Well, let's look at how we could use fear in another way. Consider you're now 85, 90 years old and you haven't started that business. You've worked all your life in a job that you hated. You've not made the money or the significance, or for whatever reason you wanted to start your business, you've not done that. Maybe you've not supported your family in the way you could have if you'd have started the business and been wildly successful at it. You're sat as 85, 90 years old, coming towards the end of your life, regretting never having started that business. Sitting there thinking, if only I'd. If they aren't three of the worst words in the English language, I don't know what are. If only I'd. There's just so much regret in there, isn't there? Do you want to get to that point in your life? Do you want to get to that point where you are saying, if only I'd started that business? If only I'd changed jobs. If only I'd have asked that woman out or that man out. If only I'd. No? Well, that's how we use fear in another way. Use the fear of the if only I'd sentence. Use the fear of being 85, 90 years old and having not done what you so want to do. Which is more scary? The giving it a go, working your socks off at it and giving it a real go, really getting hold of it and going, do you know, I'm going to do everything I can with this to make this successful. Or the fear of being sat there at 85, 90 years old going, oh, if only I'd done that. If only I'd worked my socks off at it. If only I'd have started it. If only I'd have asked. If only I'd. If only I'd. If only I'd. Don't be an if only I'd person. Don't be an if only I'd person. Now, it's not easy. I'm one of the, in my past I've been one of the biggest fear detractors, if you like. Somebody that fear has held me back. But it's not going to any longer. I refuse to let fear rule my life now. I use fear to help with my life now. Every time I think I can't do that, or I'm not good enough to do that, or I'm not going to do that, or anything that's going to stop me and hold me back, I think about what I will think in 20, 30, 40 years' time. What impact it will have on me if I don't do it. What impact it'll have on my family if I don't do it. What impact it might have on others. As a trainer on the Udemy video learning system, I have the opportunity to teach people all around the world. My courses are currently in, I think, something like 120 countries around the world I've sold courses to. There's people that I am helping to have a slightly better life in some way. Imagine if I hadn't done that. Imagine if I'd have been fearful and said, you know what, I'm scared that I won't sell any courses, or I'm scared that I won't be able to pass on my message effectively. I'm scared that it won't work, or I'm scared that it will work. Those people around the world wouldn't have bought my courses, and I'm getting 5-star reviews all the time, so people are loving the courses that I'm selling. Imagine if I hadn't done that, those people would never have got those courses or heard my words. So don't let fear stop you. In whatever area of life you want to do something different, take hold of it. Take hold and do something different. Let me give you one more example. I love music and have done for years. And I started to learn to play the guitar. Now I am not very good. I fully admit I'm not into the flying solos, but I'm okay. But I got the chance to start in a band 6 or 7 years ago now, and I was so fearful of it because I know I'm not any superstar guitarist. I kept thinking, was I good enough? Was I good enough? Was I not good enough? And in the end I said, you know what, I just need to go and do it. And actually that band turned out to be, so we were only a covers band, we weren't anything special, anything famous, but we turned out to be a really good local band. And we had some amazing times. I've played in front of a couple of thousand people. I've played in front of 20 people. But we had some absolutely amazing times that I would have never had. I have memories up there that I will live with forever, that I would never have had if I'd have let fear rule me. So my message today to you is quite simple. Don't let fear rule your life. Use fear to make your life better. I'll see you when I do the next School Run Diaries sometime later this week, maybe next. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.